And we welcome you back into Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Tonight, Video Productions presents the Class 4A Region 3 Section 2 Volleyball Championship match. It's the best of 3 out of 5. It is Beckley against Riverside. I'm Maris Lowry along with Morgan Brown, heavy hitter Mr. Nick Eskins producing and directing, and Jackie Moon on camera. And Morgan, what we've seen already is Oak Hill battling against Riverside, and Riverside has eliminated Oak Hill. They beat them 6 straight times. They beat them 3 sets to none. The first time around, they beat them 25-22, 26-24, 25-23 to have an opportunity to already play Beckley. And then Beckley swept Riverside in the 3 sets, and now they got pushed to the elimination game, did Riverside. And Riverside and Oak Hill just played, and Riverside won those 3 sets to win the match, 25-20, 25-20, 26-24.
Yep, that last game between Oak Hill and Riverside, it was a close one there for a little bit. Oak Hill was kind of inching back, but Riverside was able to secure the win. Now they're getting ready to face the Beckley Flying Eagles. So I think we're going to be in for an interesting matchup again. I think Riverside obviously was on a high winning after the last game, so I think they're going to come in with a lot of energy. Beckley's kind of had that chance to sit and rest a little bit, so hopefully they didn't get too cold.
And you're right, but you know, Morgan, what makes this really interesting, because it's a double elimination tournament, so technically Riverside is going to have to beat Beckley 6 times. They have to win the match, and in order to do that, they've got to win 3 games in each of those. And now the loser will still be in it. It's like basketball. Like if the winner of this will get to host next week for the regional, the loser will have to go on the road, but at least they'll be in it. But it's a tough task for Riverside to try to beat Beckley 6 straight times when they haven't beat them once yet.
Right, and I think that speaks a lot too. Like, I think they're really itching to get a win against Beckley, but also I don't think Beckley's going to give it up very lightly, so I think it'll be a good matchup. We'll
have this matchup on the other side of the break as you are watching the Class 4A Region 3 Section 2 Volleyball Tournament streaming live here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Tonight's matches are being brought to you in part by Michael Frobel for Judge. Michael Frobel is a candidate for the circuit judge in the 2nd Division. Michael is proud to support student athletes of Raleigh County and would be proud to serve as your circuit judge. Also, the matches tonight brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm agent in Shady Springs, Scotty Brown. You can dial him up, 681-238-6130. So we're ready to go. I'm Maris Lowry with Morgan Brown. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. This is set number 1 of the best 3 out of 5. And for the winning team, they will get to host in the regional next week, Morgan. For the losing team, they're still in it, but they'll have to go on the road.
Yep, playing on the road's tough, especially during this tournament time. It's already pressure's heightened because it's tournament time, but you don't want to play away, that's for sure.
Now this is the second match tonight between Riverside and Beckley. In the first go around, Beckley won the set 3-0 to secure the match. They won the first set 25-9. Riverside played them a little better in the middle set there, Morgan, 25-17, and then Beckley closed them out 25-12.
Yep, I think Beckley looked really good. And listen, a lot of these girls have been playing since they were little, you know, together especially. Like, I know, like, one of my dad's friends' daughters, like Allie Steyer, she is obviously starting out really young, and all these kids starting out young and playing volleyball. But I think it's literally just them coming together, playing for so many years together, and they're able to communicate and work together as a team. That's super important. And I think that Beckley was able to do that this last game, and I think they're going to do it again tonight. I think Riverside definitely communicated a lot better against Oak Hill than they did against Beckley, but I think that this matchup is going to be a lot better than the first go-round.
Well, you know, Riverside has had to play back-to-back after, and actually they haven't even sit down because they beat Oak Hill in the first match. Mm-hmm. Then they had to turn around and play Beckley, which they lost. Then they had to turn around and play Oak Hill again, and now they're playing again. So maybe they've had for extra time because they put another 5.5 minutes up on the clock. So we're going to take another break. I thought they were ready to play, but apparently they're not. So it's going to be about another 5 minutes before we get this match started. So we'll take a break, be right back here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
My name is Micah Daniels from Huntington, West Virginia. I'm at Bridge Valley and I'm working on earning an associate's degree in manufacturing. Jumpstart is a career savings program for skilled workers. You know, with blue-collar work, you always need money for tools. So with that Jumpstart program, I can rest easy. New sets of tools need to be bought. I'm good.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses. Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Along with Morgan Brown, I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. And Jackie Moon on camera. Tonight's match is brought to you in part by Edward Jones. And Heather Cantley is your local Edward Jones financial advisor. You worked hard for your money. Now let your money work hard for you. You can call Heather at 681-254-0097. And also the game tonight being brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They have futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night from 10 o'clock to midnight. Music, glowing lanes, light show, fog, the whole deal. $15 a person. For reservations, you can call Leisure Lanes 304-253-7328. Before we get this game, or I should say match started, the first match of the best 3 or 5, I want to tell you about some future action we have here on Video Productions. Tomorrow night, we have the Raleigh County Middle School Football Championship game. That will kick off at 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 5:30, and it'll be Shady taking on Independence Middle. Eric Thomas and I will have that. And then you can join myself and Bill O'Brien Friday night for our regular high school broadcast. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff with a 6:30 airtime. It'll be Westside at Shady, as we're hard to believe upon week number 10 of the high school football season. Of course, here we are in the postseason here in volleyball. This is the Class 4A Region 3, Section 2, and this is a best 3 out of 5 set between Riverside and Beckley. And Morgan, looks like both teams have finally gone through the warm-ups, and we're moments away from getting the first set started.
Yep, I'm excited for this one. I think it'll be a different matchup compared to the first time we saw them play.
Yeah, like I said, Beckley won the first match 3-0. They won 25-9. 25-17 and 25-12. By the way, we go to 25. You have to win by 2. Mm-hmm. But here's what I don't understand, Morgan. You know, you go to 25 if you're in the first 4 games. If you have 4 games, and if it's 2-2, and you go to the decisive game, you only play to 15.
Yep.
I wonder why it wouldn't be the other way around. Play to 15 in the first, maybe the first 4 games, and if you need a 5th game, then go to 25.
I wonder if it's about time. Like they didn't want to keep students, I guess, playing for too long. I don't know.
I don't know.
But that's how it's always been ever since I was in school too.
All right, so we're ready. This is something that I've come accustomed to, the traditional pregame handshake.
Yep.
And we like to see that.
I gotta say, good luck. I hope we beat you.
Yeah.
Good luck. I hope we beat you.
We'll good luck, but not really, right?
This is just formality.
Yeah, there you go. Like I said, it's a formality, and we always want to show good sportsmanship.
I'm glad Beckley has a student section with the fat head.
Yeah, I mean
pictures over there.
Yeah, they've got you can see across the way. Yeah. I got Abby Dillon there on a stick. That's basically what it is. It's a picture of their head on a stick, right?
Pretty much.
Pretty much so. All right. So Beckley looked like I was going to say getting their final instructions, but this is pretty much like a team only. They got all the girls there in a circle and going over, I guess, their final, what they should do and what they shouldn't do, right?
Hit it where they ain't.
Hit it where they ain't. That's a real Yogiism. Another one Yogi used to say, if you come to a fork in the road, take it.
One of those old sayings.
Those are old sayings. And you know what, Morgan? They still apply today.
They do.
All right, we're ready to go. Everybody is set. Chief Ely is the head coach of Riverside. Bree Rhodes, the head coach of Beckley. And Beckley will serve. It'll be Abby Dillon that will get this match underway.
I got to give a shout-out real quick to my fiance who's watching. Say hi, Paul.
Hello, Paul. And Morgan's done an outstanding job. And I'm sure she will continue. All right, we're underway.
Oh! Molly Smith, the freshman.
Molly Smith doing great work at the net.
I like her. She's funny.
By the way, a quick congratulations to you again, Morgan, on your engagement. Soon to be married here in the spring.
Yep.
So here's Beckley with another serve. Good hustle by wrist now. Baker's got to get it over.
Can't do it.
And she's not able to do it. And Riverside's able to even the game. Or I should say the set. Eventually I will get
You'll
that
get
in.
it.
I'll
You'll
get it.
Number 11, Riley Smith to serve. Good serve.
Here's Molly Smith. And that's why Beckley has been one of the many reasons why they've been so effective by being able to have, Smith go to the net, Coleman and Harris go to the net. Wrist plays big. They get to the net. Hassan, yes, sisters. They go to the net. There's Jeffrey with the serve. There's Campbell, and that's a little strong as Campbell hits it out of bounds for Riverside. And we talked about this in the earlier matches, Morgan, about getting off to a good start. Especially if Riverside, as good as Beckley is, you can't fall behind early in the game. Good play by Baker with good hustle.
With Harris.
And Riverside that time, Campbell not able to get the ball over the net.
Footing was a little bit off there.
So Beckley's raced out to a 4-1 lead. Here's Skylar Jeffrey. She's got a great serve. She does. Wrist able just to kind of stick her arm out there and get that one as Baker able to get it over the net. And Beckley off to a good start.
Volleyball is such a domino effect sport. If it doesn't start off the right way, then it's not going to go your way.
Well, I think in all sports, and I really believe, momentum is so real.
Yeah.
And you can get plays that help start momentum, and then you have plays that maybe take the momentum away.
For sure.
And right now, Beckley's been able – that's one of the reasons, as good as they are, that makes them even extra good by getting off to these good starts. Because there's not been very many times that Beckley, in the games that you and I have done, Morgan, where Beckley's really played from behind. A nice play by wrist.
Great kill.
And in any sport, much easier to play with the lead, obviously when out. Of course, the executive director and owner of Video Productions, Butch Mounts, in the house, sitting right behind us. And that time, that's a little too strong. As Jeffrey says, yeah, that's my bad. And that serve goes out of bounds and a point to Riverside. So here's Riverside with the serve. That'll be Haley Mullins. Good job by Baker. Yes, great dig by Baker. Good hustle by Abby Dillon. Baker sets it up. Harris gets it over the net.
Trying to hit that hole behind the block. Riverside recovers. Good volley.
Yeah, Abby Dillon setting it up. Baker will set it up. And then Harris does what she does. Well, that was great. You had Dillon to Baker. Baker sets it up, and then Harris finishes them off as we watch the replay.
Harris always has that great approach. She's able to get right on top of the ball, right where she wants it, in between the blocks for the kill.
So here's Harris with the serve. And that was going to be a tough play. Going down to try to get that dig is Allison Williamson, and she couldn't dig it out. So there's the serve. Campbell with the strong, and it just gets off the hand of Abby Dillon. That's probably one that Abby Dillon, if she could have back, she'd probably let go. That ball had some smoke on it.
Yep, sure did. It's a great hit by Riverside.
Campbell has really been their force at the net.
Yep.
So for Riverside, it'll be Allison Williams who will serve. Jeffrey handles the serve. There's Campbell getting it across the net for Riverside. Baker sets it up. Jeffrey gets it over. And that time a little too strong by Campbell, and Beckley gets the point. So Wrist will have a seat. And
Assans.
yeah, so there's 2 Assans out on the floor right now for Beckley.
Dahlia's getting ready to serve.
It's neat how they have that little kind of little jump serve.
I know, yeah.
Like
that's what I used to do back in the day.
Yeah, you had that little bunny hop in the pea patch right there.
That right there, that's what they want.
Put it right in the middle, as we say, hit it where they ain't.
It's a good little tip on the replay.
As we watch the replay there. And just hits the ball right in between all the Riverside players. There's a nice play that time by Carson for Riverside.
Good roll.
And there's Campbell, and they got to get it over, and they do with Carson. Jeffrey with a nice dig. Nice hustle by Baker.
Oh,
it was great hustle. She just couldn't quite get it done. But, you've got to really appreciate the hustle. And then Baker slides into the bench to the right of us. And I don't know if she hit her head or something on the chair as Baker dove in. I can't really see.
She hit the side of her face. 16 saying she's good. She's good.
Yeah, she's tough. I'll tell you how good she is. The last time when you weren't here, she carried in, she was like the roadie. She carried in all our equipment for us.
Really?
She came out to my car, helped me unpack, carried it all in, and I really appreciate her doing that. So I know how tough she is. She was a roadie and went out and played dominant volleyball that night, as she is here tonight, as Beckley gets the point.
The freshman coming in, number 9, Kendra Bailey, and number 20, Molly Smith for Beckley.
Yeah, Bailey does work on the back end, the way she can serve and the way she can dig it out.
Absolutely.
And then Molly Smith does work
right
on the front end. Yes, right to the net, yes.
I'm telling you, Beckley's going to be a powerhouse these next couple years with these 2 on
Of course,
the team.
they're one right now.
Yeah.
They are, I'm sure, they may not be the favorite in 4A, but they're one of the favorites.
Right.
And a very experienced team that they have now. Is a beautiful play by Anna Son.
As we watch the replay, she gets back far enough, gets right on top of the ball. Great approach.
You could
Great
tell.
Swing through.
She was winding, winding up
She's
for
ready.
that one. Yes. So here's Bailey with the serve. That's a little too strong. And Beckley's opened up a 9-point advantage at 13-4. This is the first set of the best 3 out of 5 for this match.
Not only is the freshman Kendra Bailey's serve really hard, but it's so consistent. I don't think I've ever seen her serve it into the net.
And she's able to handle it there, and now Hassan can't quite get it over the net there. So as I mentioned before, this is best 3 of 5, but whoever loses this match is still alive. It's like basketball. They'll have to go on the road next week, while the winner will be at home. Here's Abby Dillon to set up. Molly Smith throws it down. It's amazing. You got, the girls that Beckley has, and Molly Smith, and then, you have Coleman, and, you have Wrist, and then here, on that particular play, Harris wasn't even in the game, and now she comes in the game. You have all these other girls that do this stuff, and then here she comes in off the bench as Beckley scores again. And like I said, Riverside, Beckley is good enough. And Riverside, playing from behind makes it really difficult.
For sure.
Is Molly Smith able? I think Molly Smith was over. Nope. I thought for a minute Molly Smith was in the net, but they'll call the point for Beckley. So biggest lead of the set right here at 11 points. This is game 1 of the best 3 out of 5. Abby Dillon sets it up. Molly Smith
with a line drive.
Yes, good play, good
hustle by the freshman.
Bailey, yes, and Baker able to get it across the net.
Great volley.
Both teams once again. Kendra
With
Bailey
Harris.
digging it out.
Wow, good job Riverside, able to recover.
Yeah, this has been a great volley by both teams.
Oh.
They're trying to set up Molly Smith.
And Harris, here she
Harris
goes.
right here,
Yep.
and Beckley with the point. Morgan, at least I felt the longer that volley went, that Beckley was going to get the play that they got right there to Harris.
I think that's their go-to right there for that play.
So here is London Baker. She'll serve for Beckley. It's set up.
Got some contact on the block.
Yeah, Carson that time getting it over for Riverside. Carson gets it over again. We got a whistle.
Yeah, they called a lift on Riverside.
Yeah.
So whenever you hit the ball, whenever you go for a pass, your hands have to be connected.
Right.
You can't
touch it like with your palms.
You can't be underneath the ball with both palms. And that's exactly what Riverside's number 6
Carson,
did. Yeah.
Right. And what it is, Morgan, it's like throwing the ball,
Yep.
if you have it like in the palm of your hand.
She just wasn't in position to get it right. It was just a little awkward.
And once again, Beckley doing damage at the net. It's Harris able to score big again.
Here's the replay.
Yeah, Beckley is so good at the front of the net. Baker with the serve. And that's a little strong.
Riverside's getting good setups for hits. It's just they're hitting them too strong, or they're hitting them way underneath the ball to where it's going out. It's not going the direction that they need it to go.
Yeah, Beckley has scored 7 straight to open up the 15-point lead. Campbell, and that time that ball had a lot of smoke on it, and Baker couldn't handle it.
Yep.
So maybe that'll stop the bleeding for now and take the serve back over to Riverside. As we watch it, like I said, Baker, who's been really consistent, but just the ball kind of got up on her a little quick.
I think she was expecting Molly to have some contact on the block to kind of take the heat off.
Here's Molly Smith, and nice play by Riverside to handle that, and they get it over. Abby Dillon setting up, and it'll be Harris. And
Great
Beckley
spot.
scores again. As wrist ready to check in.
Here's the replay. Great spot in that back left corner.
If you're on the other side and you see Harris, the ball up, and Harris get ready to wind up, boy, you're thinking. Dillon there sets it up, and once again.
Left corner again.
Just, it's been phenomenal the way Beckley can set up Harris, and Harris just attack the net like that. And Beckley has really ran away with this first set.
2 points away from.
Yeah. Of course, you played at 25, win by 2, and right now, like I said, Beckley just dominant. They got off to a really comfortable lead, and they really never looked back. Abby Dillon sets it up, and there's wrist. Good return by Riverside, but they can't get it over. And now we're down to a 24-6 lead, and down for, if Beckley can, they just need one more point to take a 1-0 lead. Here's Abby Dillon with the serve. And Riverside has to get it across, which they do. And wrist goes hard to the net, and Beckley able to win the first set 25-6 and take a 1-0 lead. We'll take a quick break, come back and get you ready for the second set here on Video Productions.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor.
Tonight's match brought to you by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store, locations in Princeton and Beckley. And Friday afternoon, that's where I'm going to have my pregame meal before I head out to Shady to do the Shady West Side game. And, man, we love me some Cracker Barrel. They got so much on the menu whenever I go. I got to say, I want a little bit of this, I want a little bit of that, I got to try this. They just bring me a little bit of everything. They do. Well, if I drink sweet tea, I'll overdose on sweetness.
Oh, that's right.
You already know
that's
that, right, Morgan?
That's
right. You had to bring me unsweet tea. But, no, they got some great they got meatloaf is good, the mashed potatoes, everything.
The store part is even better.
Yes, it is. Everything is great about Cracker Barrel. We appreciate Cracker Barrel. Also, the game tonight, there I go again, the match is brought to you by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. You can apply for a job with Infinity Coal Company. You can apply online through the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack on Independence Road in Sophia, West Virginia. If you're going up the hill to Independence High School, that's where that is. All right, so it is 1-0, Beckley, and they win the first set of the match, 25-6. And for Riverside, Morgan, they just, like I said, they just got off to a bad start, and they were doing really from the get-go.
Yep. I think maybe now they'll make some adjustments and see what they need to fix from the first set here. Maybe the second set might be a little bit better matchup for them.
Yeah, Beckley got off to a 6-1 lead in that first set.
It's hard to come back
Yeah,
from.
and they never looked back. They grew the lead up to 20-5 and really had total control of the opening set of this best 3 out of 5.
Yep.
So we're ready for set number 2. At least I think we are.
Yep, got 30 more seconds on the clock, I believe, and the officiants are getting to where they need to go.
Tomorrow night we will have the middle school football championship of Raleigh County, and that will be Shady against Independence. And that will kick off at 6 o'clock. Eric Thomas will join me for that. Friday night it'll be Westside at Shady.
The Hill at Independence.
And Hill at Independence will be at Shady on Friday night for Westside. Westside 6-2, Shady 6-2. That's a big game. Yep. Shady trying to get a home playoff game. They need to win out. They probably need to win out. They need to beat Westside and then beat Wheeling Central, but Bill O'Brien will join me for that. By the way, if you're watching all this volleyball action and you want to know what's going on in the World Series, the Yankees are leading 5-3, but the Dodgers are threatening with 2 on, as if the Dodgers win, they pop the cork. And if not, they'll go back to L.A. All right, we are ready. Riverside is set to serve here in the second match. And getting ready to serve will be Carissa McGraw. And there's Molly Smith at the net. And, you know, how many times have I said that this season? Molly Smith at the net doing what Molly Smith does.
Yep. She's an impeccable player. As a freshman, it's huge.
So that gets the serve back to Beckley. And I say back, actually, their first serve of this set, leading 1-0. Abby Dillon able to serve. Kendra Bailey digs it out. And they look like
play.
Yes. That's a nice – you see Molly Smith look like she's going to hit it,
Yep.
and then they leave it for Harris, and she throws it down.
Tries to throw the blockers off on the other side so that they jump a little bit earlier than what they're supposed to, and it worked in Beckley's favor that time. But unfortunately, number 17, Abby Dillon, the senior, could not get the ball over the net in the serve. So now it is number 9, Miss Molly Short, to serve for Riverside.
So Short's going to have to play big right here. How you like that?
It's good wordplay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a little bit of those. If you hang around me long enough, you'll see that.
And I'll tell you what, Miss Harris, number 14 for Beckley, she knows how to hit the ball.
Yes, and you know what? You can call her Miss Harris. You can call her, when you play like she does, most definitely you call her Miss Harris. So here's Jeffrey on the serve, and, you know, that ball is hit right to Mullins, not able to handle it. And I see now that I mentioned that the Dodgers and Yankees was 5-3. They're all tied at 5-5 now. And it's 4-1, Beckley with the lead here. Jeffrey digs it out, Baker, and now they got to get it over, and they do with Harris.
Oh,
nice job. Coleman at the net. And right now, you know, Morgan, this game's kind of got, or this match has a pattern in the first set where Beckley got off to a 6-1 lead in the first set of this match. Now they're off to the same 6-1 lead in this current match of this set.
This World Series is pretty intense. Is this volleyball game?
Yes, and here is Skylar Jeffrey. And
wow.
Riverside just looked like they had a kind of like a blank look on their faces. The ball hits between all of their players.
She's got a great serve. I tell you what, my dad needs to become a sponsor. He does that New River metal art where he makes like metal works. I need to tell him to get on your sponsorship here.
I'm going to go talk to him, aren't I?
He can talk to you tomorrow at the county championship if he comes.
All right, we'll have to take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure, you know, I guess because Morgan wants the commission of that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Dad, you hear that?
Yeah, if your dad's listening.
He's watching.
All right, Mr. Brown, you come and see me. I'm told Morgan I'm looking forward to meeting you tomorrow. Beckley able to score again. So Harris now with the serve as Beckley has opened an 8-2 lead. This is set number 2 of this match. Best 3 out of 5. Net ball just barely cleared the net.
Hitting it where they ain't.
Yes, just barely cleared the net.
She has a consistent serve as well.
Harris was also the homecoming queen this year.
Oh, really?
Yes, she was.
Good for her. Tell you what, she's the queen of volleyball on the court, too.
Yeah. I've got to know her a little bit outside of the athletic arena.
Queen of the court. That's one of the drills that you do in volleyball.
Yeah.
It's called Queen of the Court.
Yeah. You know, one of the things, too, my football partner, Eric Thomas, of course, his daughter Lexi goes to here at Woodrow. And a lot of these girls that play, they're friends of Lexi, that when I'm at Eric's, I have an opportunity to talk and meet a lot of these young ladies and to know them outside of covering, you know, just in sports. As Beckley up 11-2. Of course, Eric will be back with me tomorrow for the middle school football game. Eric won't be with me Friday. Bill O'Brien, so we're getting the old band back together. Bill and I will be back together. And Beckley. And right now, Riverside, they need a timeout. They just seem like they're a little kind of discombobulated, and they take the timeout. So we'll take a quick break with and be right back here in 60 seconds here on Video Productions.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit NRCTCL.
To Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School with Morgan Brown. I'm Maris Lowry. Heavy hitter Mr. Nick Eskins producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. This is the Class 4A Region 3 Section 2 volleyball tournament. Oak Hill's already been eliminated as Riverside beat them twice, and they swept them each time. 3-0 to win each match. And now for Riverside, they need to beat Beckley 3 times in the first match and then beat them 3 more times. But out of the timeout, let's see what Riverside can do as they've fallen in a 12-2 hole. And wrist. Good job to get it over, and Beckley with the point again.
Riverside just couldn't recover for that one.
Like I said, Morgan, this set is taking shape almost kind of like the first set.
Yeah.
As that time, Beckley not to get it over.
I jinxed her.
Yeah, well, it was 13-4 at one point in that first set. It's 13-3 now. Like I said, it's almost taken
20-5,
right.
Yeah.
Right. It's almost taken the same shape as the first set did. And at the net, Riverside does a good job to be able to get the point there. So 13,
had some heat on that one.
13-4 now. It was 13-4 also, like I said, in the first set.
Heads up.
Yep. That's out of bounds. That was coming over toward us.
You would have caught it, right?
I would have caught it, and I wouldn't have thrown it back. I would have shot it back because I think it's like a basketball. All right. Hassan ready to serve. Here it comes. Campbell sets it up, and Beckley Coleman strong at the net. Jeffrey with the dig. Coleman puts it over. Smith for Riverside gets it across. Abby Dillon sets it up. Hassan throws it down.
Here's the replay. Perfect hit.
Abby Dillon with the set. Hassan.
Again.
Wow.
Oh, Riverside's able to recover.
Wow, they did. That was a great job by Riverside because most of the Beckley players thought that wasn't going to happen, and Riverside able to get the point. And that's what happens when you don't give up on the play. You continue to hustle as Riverside did. That was a great play by the whole Riverside team.
Great job.
And able to get that point. So on the serve is Mullins for Riverside. There's Jeffrey for Beckley. It's going to be a tough play for Riverside. They got to get it over, and they cannot.
Unable to do it that second time.
So Molly Smith back in. Kendra Bailey checks back in. And Bailey will serve it up for Beckley. Bree Rhodes, the head coach at Beckley. Chief Ely, the head coach at Riverside, and that's correct. His name's Chief.
Chief.
As that time, Bailey does not get the serve over the net. The point goes to Riverside. The Riverside Warriors, that is East Bank and DuPont. Consolidation. Here's a serve by Riverside.
Good dig by number 4, London Baker.
And that serve was by Davis for Riverside. Baker again gets it over.
Good tip from Beckley too, but good recovery from
They
Riverside.
set up Molly Smith.
Doing what Molly Smith does.
That's right. Throws it down. You know, when you look, Harris and Molly Smith, it is as athletic as they are, you can imagine what they would be like on a basketball court.
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine.
Play basketball?
Well, I think Harris played basketball in grade school, and I'm not sure if Molly Smith has ever played as Beckley scores again. But I was just saying, you know, and not just those two girls, but there's multiple girls on this volleyball team that if they played basketball here at Beckley, plus with the talented players that Beckley already has.
Yeah, exactly.
Of just how good the Beckley girls basketball team could be.
I had a lot of volleyball players that I coached played for me, you know, like I think it's good that when you play multiple sports, you play with the same people most of the time, and you get that good sense of community. And being a student athlete is just like a label that is important to those kids.
Well, when you're competitive, when
Yeah.
you're a competitor, I think each sport, like if you're playing multiple sports, they carry over. And Beckley's so strong at the net.
Wow, number 14, Harris, not only is she a killer hitter, she is a killer blocker as we watch the replay here. Her and Smith, I mean, they're both so connected there that's just a wall that you cannot get over.
So here's Baker with the serve.
Good pass, good set by Riverside. Just out of bounds on the hit.
And, you know, this was going to be a tough task because for Riverside to win this Region 3 Section 2 title, they've got to win both matches. And what that would mean for them is beating Beckley 6 times, and they haven't beat them one time yet. So, you know, you can't beat them 6 till you beat them once.
Right.
Molly Smith again. How many times have we said that? Molly Smith again. And, you know, you could watch the replay of that last play, and that looks almost like all the other replays that Molly Smith. They set her up, Abby Dillon Great, and Molly Smith right to the net. So there's Baker with the serve. Now Baker with the dig, and Molly Smith that time with the little tip.
Smith.
And, you know, this was the same score in the first set, 23-6, same now. Like I said, this looks like almost an instant replay of the previous set that was played between these two, as Beckley now in front at 24-6. And, of course, you know, Beckley won the first set 25-6.
Yep.
And if they score here, it'll be the exact same score. Like I said, it's almost a carbon
Deja
copy.
vu.
Yes, carbon copy. Look at that big word you used.
Uh-oh. Is that an old word? Or?
Well, no, that's a big word. Please don't ask me to spell it. like I'm not going to have a spelling test on Friday on that, am I?
No,
teacher?
not at all.
Well,
I teach West Virginia history.
I know you do, but even though you teach West Virginia history, I'm sure that if you had to sub, I'm sure you could teach other classes if you had to.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is not deja vu, though. 24-7, so they scored.
24-7. That's a football score.
Oh, you love those football scores.
Here comes a serve by Riverside. That's served by Riley Smith. And Beckley will get the win 25-7 and take a 2-0 lead. And they need one more victory to win the match. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
When we think about substance use disorder in our communities, we can use this as an example of how to work together. It may seem small, but in creating this mural, everyone played a role in breaking through stigma and turning this wall into something vibrant and meaningful. This is a huge sign of support, solidarity, and love. When it comes to how we think about recovery, it takes all of us to break through addiction. Learn more at backtolifewv.org.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. Maris Lowry with Morgan Brown, and let you know that this volleyball action tonight is brought to you by Michael Frobel for Judge. Michael Frobel is a candidate for the circuit judge in the 2nd Division. Michael is proud to support the student athletes of Raleigh County and would be proud to serve you as your circuit judge. So be sure to punch the ticket of Michael Frobel when voting on Tuesday. Also, this volleyball action being brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty, Luke Richmond, the broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out at wvexitelevation.com. Well, I see some brooms around. It's late at night, but still there's brooms around Morgan. And Beckley trying to sweep Riverside for the second time tonight and become the Class 4A Region 3 Section 2 volleyball champions as they lead this match 2-0, and this is set number 3. And the first 2 sets were carbon copies. 25-6 Beckley, 25-7. They started the same way. Beckley off to a 6-1 lead in each of the first 2 sets.
Yep, I think they got off to a good start, and I think they've kept that. It's hard to come back, from a 13-2 lead.
Yeah, when you get behind like that.
Yep.
So here we go. Abby Dillon gets things started here in this 3rd set. And that point will go to Beckley. That ball was coming right to us. By the way, that's me in the green, and that's Morgan right beside me. For the people, you can see the back of our heads. Yeah. Here's Beckley with the setup. Molly Smith.
Oh, they called it out of bounds.
A little too strong that time.
That's the first time I think I've seen her actually hit one out of bounds.
So we're all even at 1 up. And Riverside not able to get the serve across the net. That's Carissa McGraw as Coleman and Jeffrey will check back in. And Jeffrey will serve. Like I said, she's got a nice little serve there.
Yes, she does.
A little hop she does there. And
right over the net.
Yes, very effective as you see the result of that play. Skylar Jeffrey, one of the senior leaders of this team. She's been a big part of all the success that the Beckley volleyball team has had.
For sure.
And Beckley very strong at the net.
And blocked it out, though.
The point will go to Riverside. You're right. Good job by Coleman, but she hit the ball out of bounds.
Right.
Heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. With Morgan Brown, I'm Maris Lowry. Good hustle that time by Beckley, by Baker, and then Coleman able to finish.
Here's the replay. Coleman able to recover off the block with a good tip.
So here's Harris with the serve. Abby Dillon sets it up. Jeffrey.
Great behind the backs. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Backward set. Beautiful backward set.
And Beckley able, once again, in the early going to establish that early lead and make Riverside to play once again, Morgan, play from behind.
Yep.
And that's going to fall a little short. That's not going to quite clear the net. Baker checks back into the Beckley scheme of things. Mullins in for Riverside. is getting ready to serve for Riverside is Heel. Katie Heel with the serve. And Beckley able to get the point.
Number 16, Miss Reagan Rist.
And now Rist comes out of the game. And Hassan ready to serve. Good job by Riverside to get it over. Jeffrey with the dig. Abby Dillon with the setup. And Hassan
with the long drive. Here's the replay.
Well, I'm sure they go over that over and over in practice every day.
Oh, for sure.
And it shows of how well they've executed it here tonight. Jeffrey gets it over. And did she hit it a little strong? She did. And the point will go over to Riverside. So the winner of this will get to host the region next week. The loser is not out, but they'll have to go on the road, and they'll have to play the winner of Section 1. This is Section 2, and the teams that are in Section 1 are George Washington, who are sure to be the favorite. They're probably playing their section tonight as well.
Yep.
St. Albans, I think South Charleston is in it, and it's crazy because South Charleston is 4A in volleyball, but 3A in football.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's Kendra Bailey. Good serve.
Good hit by Riverside.
Abby Dillon sets it up for Hassan. And they thought Hassan was going to throw it down and just a little soft tip.
A little bit of a closer game, just like this World Series that's going on.
Yeah, the World Series even at 5 apiece. Of course, if the Dodgers win, they win it all.
I don't know who I want to win because I got a friend on both sides. I got Mike Dotson on the Dodgers side, and I got Avery Legowski on the New York Yankees. I don't know who I want to win.
Well,
it's tough.
If the Yankees win tonight, they'll extend the series.
Right,
how about that?
Right.
Beckley with the point, 10-4. Of course, if the Yankees win, they will set a little world history if they win. If they win tonight, no team that's ever been behind 3-1 as Beckley scores there. No team that's ever been behind 3-1 has ever forced a game 6.
Yeah.
And that would be the case if the Yankees would win tonight. In fact, there's not very many teams when you get down 3-0 and not even win the 4th game. Prior to last night, I'll tell you a little baseball history as Beckley scores again. But prior to last night, you have to go back to 1970. Cincinnati and Baltimore the last time that happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Also, I got, I'm going to throw, I know we're volleyball, we're mixing a little baseball in here with
Pickleball,
it.
volleyball,
Pickleball,
baseball,
a little bit football.
All the
right here to us. And the point to Beckley. But here's the thing that, here's one World Series record that will stand forever because pitchers don't bat anymore. There's been only one Grand Slam home run by a pitcher in World Series history, and that came in 1970 between the Orioles and the Reds. Dave McNally hit a Grand Slam for Baltimore, and that's forever the last time that'll ever happen.
Speaking of Grand Slams, that was a Grand Slam by number 10, Anya Hassan. Line drive, that's number 3 for her tonight. Here's the serve from the freshman.
Beckley's opened that 10-point lead, and Bailey very effective with her serve. Now the rest of the way, we promise we're on volleyball. We've talked a little pickleball, little baseball, little football. Nice tip at the net. Good job by Molly Smith. Yeah, Molly Smith is so active around that net.
She is honestly a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes Bailey again.
Defensively and offensively.
And once good play, good hustle by Abby Dillon. Riverside gets the point on that. So, it's 15-5. That's what it was in the first set, what it was in the second set. It's
There's
almost
that big word, deja vu.
Yeah, it's like a carbon copy. How about that? There's Baker. Abby Dillon sets it up for Molly Smith. Beckley gets the point. I feel Beckley can kind of sense it and smell it now. And they've really ran roughshod over Riverside here in these first 2.5 sets, and Beckley trying to close them out here. Trying to win the match, 3-0. and will host if that's the case. If they hold on, which you would think they would after the way the other first 2 games has gone. And Beckley gets the point. Beckley would host the region next Wednesday. So we think that Video Productions will plan to cover that region next Wednesday. And if this continues, it looks like that it will. Beckley will be the host. It'll be right back here at Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School.
Yep.
So there's Baker with the serve.
A little too short for number 3.
Yeah.
It's Layla Campbell.
Campbell trying to get it over the net and just couldn't quite do it.
That is mainly their powerhouse at the net for Riverside is Campbell.
And Beckley in total control. And just Riverside right now, just nothing going for them. As Beckley's got their biggest lead right here at 19-5. Baker digs it out. Dillon. Molly Smith punches it home. Is she in the net?
Yes,
she is, and the point will go to Riverside. So Riverside will get the point. They haven't put it up on the board yet. And now they do. Took them a while.
Yep.
Maybe they were asleep at the wheel.
I'm about to fall asleep at the wheel.
But if you fall asleep, then I might run this in the ditch.
No, I think you got it now.
You think I got it now?
Yeah, you know what a free ball is.
I know what all that is. Well, hanging out with you, that's what it does. Abby Dillon now to get things started here as Beckley gets the serve. Beckley trying to close them out and see if they can wrap this matchup in 3 sets. Baker sets it up.
With Harris. Oh, awkward approach. Couldn't connect with the ball how she wanted. Riverside gets the point. Number 3, Campbell, getting ready to serve.
So here's Campbell, and we got a couple of substitutions coming in. Let's see who we got.
Number 13,
Is
Bailey Isaacs.
Isaacs into the game.
Number 8, Carissa McGraw, getting ready to serve for Riverside.
Yep. Baker sets it up to Abby Dillon. And Beckley gets the point. As Coleman and Jeffrey back in. And Smith and Bailey will have a seat. So here's Jeffrey with the serve. And that's out, point to Beckley. So Beckley has really dominated this particular match.
Yep.
They lead the set 2-0, closing in on what would be a sweep and a sectional title, and set to host the region next week. And Riverside seems like this game, Morgan, they've just seemed really to come unraveled.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey with the serve.
Great serve.
And now it's down to match point. One more point. Beckley gets the set and the match.
Let's see if the senior can do it again.
Skylar Jeffrey ready. Here comes the serve. And that does get across the net. Baker sets it
With
up. Harris.
Whoa!
And Beckley completes the sweep. So it's amazing when you look how 3 scores as we watch that last play, Morgan. Beckley wins the match as they complete the 3-set sweep, 3 sets to none. They win 25-6, 25-7, and 25-7.
Wow.
And that big word you used, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Deja vu.
That, yes. And it's like a carbon copy of all 3 games. All right, we'll take a quick break, come back, wrap this one up here on Video Productions.
Here we Woodrow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
The most mouth-watering showdown on television. The Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off. Right here at your local Little General store. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
It's our 21st anniversary here at Dan Cava Toyota World. Check out our all-wheel drive hybrid sedans with interest rates as low as 4.5%. Shop the 3 C's, Camrys, Corollas, and Crowns. We have a large selection of Tundras, starting as low as $49,000 and up to $7,000 off. We want to thank you for being a part of our family for 21 years. Come celebrate with us at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. This Class 4A Region 3 Section 2 title celebrated by the ladies of Beckley as the Flying Eagles. They were able to get the broom out and they were able to sweep up Riverside to win the match. They win 3-0, and now for Beckley, off to bigger things they hope, the regional next week. And for Riverside, Morgan, they're still in it. They'll just have to go on the road. Beckley will get to host the regional here next Wednesday. We don't know their opponent yet. Probably won't know that till tomorrow. But right now, everything that Beckley's goals, everything, of course, right there in front of them.
Yeah. I think Beckley definitely came in with their heads held high, and I think that they remained, in positive, attitudes, and I think that they worked together as a team. They communicated well, and every single one of these girls came out to play, and they did awesome tonight.
Of course, Morgan, you were with me when Video Productions did the preseason interview with Beckley coach Bree Rhodes, and that was back in August, and this is where Beckley expected that they would be as they'll get to host the region next week.
Yep, she said that whenever we interviewed her. She said that she had high hopes for this season. She said that this is probably a team that's heading to state tournament, and I think she is well on her way for that. We'll see how the region goes next week.
We'll see how it goes next week. We'll have it on Video Productions. We'll give you more details as we know. Tomorrow we got middle school football. Kicks off at 6 o'clock. It'll be Shady at Independence Friday night. Up on the hill at Independence. Friday night we'll be at Shady, Bill O'Brien and I, and we'll have Westside and Shady. Well, for our entire crew, we appreciate the entire staff here at Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School that helped make this streaming broadcast possible. For the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, who produced and directed gratefully as he always does. For our cameraman, Jackie Moon. For Morgan Brown, I'm Maris Lowry. Congratulations to the Beckley Flying Eagles. They are the Class 4A Region 3 Section 2 volleyball champions. Good night, everybody.